What's going on, everybody? It's Cade here from MPTennis. Hope you guys are doing great today. Today we have a pretty cool video. It is 4 things I learned when hitting against a wall. So now, we weren't actually going to do a video on this, but I actually found some old videos of me last year training on a wall just outside. So I couldn't play outdoors, couldn't go indoors, couldn't go anywhere. So we were kind of trying to be really creative, and we were able to find a school wall. Now, I was not really up for this, as I'm kind of picky sometimes, but I really wanted to play tennis, so I went and I had a really good time. And I actually learned a lot about hitting off the wall and how it's really good for us tennis players. And there's 4 key things that I really learned after hitting off a wall that I think I want to share with you guys, so maybe you guys can hit on a wall too sometime and learn from these 4 things I did. And I'll actually share the drills that I did off the wall at the end of the video, so stay tuned for those at the end. So the first thing I learned from hitting off the wall is fitness. It will help your fitness immensely. I was probably a little out of shape, as we all were, back in the pandemic kind of kicked into high gear. So when I would hit on the wall, it was really good for my tennis fitness and regular fitness. So if you want to get a really good workout in, I would highly suggest hitting on the wall. It's unbelievable how hard it was. I never thought it was going to be that hard on my body. I remember like bending over at the waist because I was so tired just from hitting off the wall. I think it was because the ball was coming so fast back at me, and there was just so many reps going and going and going. So if you want to get your fitness up, hit off a wall. The wall will never miss, ever, ever, ever. It's always going to come back to you, and you're the one that will always be making the mistake if there are mistakes made. So super good for your fitness. Number 2 is footwork. So similar to fitness, but a little bit different. So, you know, my footwork was probably a little sloppy back then, a year ago, just because we weren't playing any tennis. But I'll tell you, the wall put my feet on fire, because I had to be ready right away. I had to get my feet ready right away. So if your feet weren't ready on the wall kind of forces you to get ready. And that kind of leads into my next point. But if your feet were not ready when the ball was coming back at you, the rally would just end. So it really forces you to be ready with your feet. I think it's like, I felt like I had to be ready like 5 times faster. So when I got back onto the court, I felt like I was almost ready, like way before the ball actually got to my side. So really good to practice your footwork too. And yeah, footwork is really important in matches. So if you're able to nail it on the wall, then I think you could be pretty golden as far as when you hit with somebody else, or if you're playing in your matches, if you're able to have good footwork on the wall. Number 3, similar to the footwork, but it's spacing. So spacing, something that I've struggled with in the past, but after hitting off the wall, since the ball is coming back so fast at me, similar to your feet, you have to get your racket ready, right? Or, you know, you're not going to be able to hit it back at the wall. So if your spacing's not on, it's going to be bad for you, because it's not going to be very fun, because you're not going to be able to keep the ball in play, because you're not going to be ready. So if you're hitting against the wall, make sure you get that racket up and have some good spacing, because the ball is going to be like rapid firing back at you very fast, especially if you're a high level player that rips the ball. It's going to be coming back even faster. Last but not least is consistency. So you're going to be working on your fitness, you're going to be working on your footwork and your spacing. If you can nail all those down, you're going to be able to be really consistent against the wall. And I think that's really important, because if you're able to be consistent with the wall, you're going to be a wall when you play other opponents, because the wall will never miss, And if you're able to sustain that high intensity with the ball coming back at you and you being able to keep it going back at the wall, that's going to be really good for your consistency. And I was actually surprised. That wasn't one of the things that I thought would benefit me, but my consistency was very, very good once I was able to get back on the courts. So the next thing I do want to talk about is the drills that we were doing. So here are the drills. All right, so hopefully you guys can use those drills next time you hit against the wall. I know it's been crazy times in the world right now, so if you're chomping at the bit to hit the tennis ball around, try and find a wall. It doesn't need to be perfect. You could even do it on your garage door if you want. You might not be able to use a real ball, maybe an orange ball, a red ball, or even green ball. But yeah, that was at a school brick wall, and that worked perfectly fine. And you can even map out a tennis court. That's what we did. And we put on the wall as high as the net would normally be, as you guys would have saw in the last video. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video. Try and play on a wall. It's actually really fun and a great workout. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better.